good morning and welcome. My name is Liz and this is Shot for Shot, the show where I take a shot for every movie in a beloved franchise and then rank them. Today we will be talking about one of my favorite franchises, Jurassic Park. Let's get started. In fifth place is the original sequel, The Lost World, Jurassic Park. So it's Jurassic Park 2. They were like... Okay, let's talk about the bad parts. First of all, Laura Dern isn't in this movie. There's no Laura Dern! Instead, we have Jeff Goldblum as our main character. So there are dinosaurs on the island, but it's not the same island as the first movie. But the guy who made the island is like, go observe the dinosaurs and take photos of them so people know they exist. So Jeff Goldblum goes to save his girlfriend and his daughter comes along and he's mad at her. And his daughter's mad at him because he didn't remember that she got cut from the gymnastics team. I don't know. Vince Vaughn is in this movie. Surprise!
Sarah! 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 Sarah Harding! How many Sarahs do you think are on this island?
Also, why does Jeff Goldblum yell like this? They capture a baby T-Rex, like break its leg so that its mom will come and then they try to shoot it. So then the T-Rex parents come and try to take their baby back, baby back, baby back.
I want my baby back, baby back, baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back.
But they're running from a T-Rex and they're hiding in a waterfall, and this random hippie cowboy dude freaks out because there's a snake on him and jumps out and immediately gets eaten by a T-Rex. I'm like, if there's a T-Rex in front of me and there's a snake on me, Best parts of the movie. The kids from the first movie are in it briefly. There's baby dinosaurs. Jeff Goldblum's girlfriend Sarah is pretty cool. She says, I love you. I just don't need you right now. Jeff Goldblum is the #1 hype man for his daughter. He calls her the queen, the goddess, my inspiration. That's cute. His daughter uses gymnastics to kick a velociraptor out of a window. The ship they transport the T-Rex to San Diego on just keeps going into the harbor because all of the crewmen are dead. And I'm like, but that T-Rex is driving that ship. That T-Rex in the captain's room. Could it reach it? Trying to...
Spit. Your gum.
In fourth place is the other sequel, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. They go to an island to save some dinosaurs, but then it turns out that they were being tricked into finding one specific dinosaur and they were betrayed, and so they get left on an island to die. They take the dinosaurs back to the mainland to sell them, but then one of them breaks free. You know how it is. It's every movie. Here are the worst parts. We're all of a sudden introduced to Dr. Lockwood, Dr. Hammond's partner in crime. But why haven't we heard of him before? The dinosaur is the battery. There's a volcano erupting and Chris Pratt has just been shot with a tranquilizer and wakes up to a Triceratops looking him in the face. But like, why wasn't the Triceratops running away? The whole island is literally on fire and yet the T-Rex is trying to eat them? No! That T-Rex is running away. The newest evil dinosaur is called the Indoraptor. Shitty name!
Look at you.
Dr. Lockwood's granddaughter is like, hey grandpa, bad shit's happening. So he tells the evil guy, hey, there's bad shit happening, stop this bad shit, call the police. But instead the evil guy smothers him with a pillow. The worst part about watching this movie for me is watching a dinosaur ruin an old house. I'm like, that was the original Bannister! I ain't getting no sleep because of y'all. At the end, all of the dinosaurs are suffocating and his granddaughter chooses to release them into the wild. Like, that's cool, but you released a T-Rex? Best parts. This is the only film in the franchise that made me jump. I like being scared a little bit. Jeff Goldblum's character, Dr. Malcolm, is like, yeah, let the dinosaurs die. That's chaos, bitch. Owen says, if I die, remember, you're the one that made me come here. They do a blood transfusion from a T-Rex to a raptor. Lockwood's granddaughter, Macy, travels by dumbwaiter up and down through an old house. Ugh! It's revealed that Macy is a clone. Lockwood lost his daughter in a car accident and cloned her. When Macy, the little clone girl, saves the dinosaur, she says, I had to. They're alive. Like me. At the end of the movie, Jeff Goldblum speculates on the after effects of releasing all the dinosaurs in the wild, and he says that basically humans have to learn how to coexist with dinosaurs. And he says, welcome to Jurassic World.
We're not compatible.
Shot number 3 and number 3. Number 3 in the franchise is Jurassic Park 3. I'll be honest with you, this is my favorite one. I just know it's not the best. This couple from Kirby Enterprises offers to fully fund Dr. Grant's research. When Dr. Grant gets to the island with them, he finds out he's been tricked into a rescue mission for their son Eric. Worst parts. We only see Laura Dern for 5 minutes and she's not married to Dr. Grant. Dr. Grant, the dinosaur expert, says nobody move a muscle and everybody runs. Dr. Grant has a research assistant named Billy who steals velociraptor eggs in order to sell them so that they can fully fund their research. So Dr. Grant is saved by the boy who's been trapped alone for 2 months on the island. Eric has survived off of cans of beans and crunch bars. He has somehow collected T-Rex urine. Billy uses a chute to fly and save Eric, but he flies right past him. It's just funny. Best parts. There's a ship that goes through the fog, and when it comes out of the fog, everything's in tatters and everyone's dead. Billy, 3D prints the resonating chamber of a raptor so they can mimic the calls. Dr. Grant's dream on the plane.
Alan. Alan.
They go through an entire plane crash, but then have to deal with a T-Rex. Bad luck. The fact that the Kirbys were divorced and lied that they were a huge company with so much money just in order to try to fly to an island and find their son. Badass! Mr. Kirby had a satellite phone. He lent it to someone else on the crew. That person of the crew got eaten by a dinosaur. They only know the dinosaur is coming because of the satellite phone ringing. Then them having to dig out the satellite phone from a huge pile of shit. Dr. Grant uses the satellite phone from the pile of shit. If you recall, it was in a pile of shit. Dr. Grant uses his one call from the satellite phone to call Laura Dern, and her son picks up and was like, hello? Because he's 3. All of the good Jurassic Park movies have a flare. There's a flare gun. It's a good movie. They almost get attacked by the velociraptors, but then they use the resonating chamber that Billy 3D printed in order to call to them. He's like, hey bitches, what's up? And they're like, this guy's one of us. We'll take the eggs, we'll leave. There's a spot of red paint, but I don't want you to look at it. Shot 4. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Number 2 in the series is Jurassic World. They basically make a Disney World, but it's for dinosaurs, so obviously it goes bad. Here's the worst parts. They named the terrifying new dinosaur Indominus Rex. Shitty name alert! Claire calls Chris Pratt, aka Owen, Mr. Grady. If you banged, you're on a first name basis. Grant, the little brother, starts crying in public because his parents might get divorced, and his brother's like, there's a point you have to grow up. Let him cry on the monorail, it's fine. Is his name Grant? Have I been making this up? Owen and Claire kiss, and her nephew, Zach and Grant, see it, and she's like, oh, we work together. Obviously, you do a lot more than that. Good parts. The park owner doesn't care about profits, he just wants everyone to have a good time and be reminded of how small we really are. Progress always wins. Well, maybe progress should lose for once. There's a petting zoo with baby triceratops. Claire tells Owen that maybe he should change his shirt because dinosaurs are sensitive to smell. The Indominus Rex hasn't been socialized, aka she's homeschooled. They do a GPS tracker on the Indominus Rex when she's missing, and they're essentially like, she's in the cage with you! The call's coming from inside the house! The Indominus Rex clawed out her own tracker? and she can camouflage. Jimmy Buffett's cameo carrying 2 margaritas and running away from the dinosaurs. Grant asks who the alpha of the raptors is, and Owen says, "You're looking at him, kid." Chris Pratt on a motorcycle, holding the flare in front of the T-Rex's cage and then running. And it makes the T-Rex chase her and then throws the flare at the Indominus Rex, and then they fight. We have the Indominus Rex fighting the T-Rex and she's winning, but then the raptor comes up and is like, "Ow, what's up?" And then the Indominus Rex is eaten by a whale. You know how the Hulk is like, "I'm always angry." That's me, except I'm never not thinking about spaghetti. Last movie, last shot. Number 1 is hands down the original Jurassic Park. The way it uses CGI in tandem with practical effects and suspense and sound design is incredible. I'm very passionate about it. But here are the bad parts. Laura Dern, Dr. Sadler, calls Dr. Grant, even though they've been dating for years and are thinking about having kids. Call him Alan. We have this incredible climactic moment in which Dr. Grant and Dr. Sadler are seeing real dinosaurs for the first time. But Dr. Grant just says, "They do move in herds." Like, you could say something cooler. The blood-sucking lawyer that comes along forgets the word for animatronics and asks if the scientists are autoerotica. Someone says, "That is one big pile of shit." Are they not talking about me? So Tim, one of Hammond's grandkids, has been literally thrown off of a cliff by a T-Rex and has landed in a tree. Dr. Grant goes up to save him and Tim is like, "I threw up." A dinosaur sneezes and Tim is like, "God bless you!" Dr. Hammond's granddaughter Lex says, "I prefer to be called a hacker." Okay, but this movie's amazing, so let's talk about the good parts. Laura Dern's blue jeans. The reveal of the first dinosaurs, the Brachiosaurus, the theme. John Williams is like, grabbing you by the throat and is like, da-da-da-da-da. The fact that they got dinosaur blood from excavating mosquitoes who had sucked dinosaur blood and then gotten stuck in amber, it's fucking cool. Life will not be contained. Life finds a way. Jeff Goldblum, Dr. Malcolm, explaining chaos theory, like the water running off different directions of your hands. Is it hot in here? When the T-Rex is coming towards them and the footsteps make a ripple in their water glasses, it's the blood-sucking lawyer leaving the kids in the car to die and running towards the bathroom, but then the T-Rex lifting up the bathroom and then eating him. The use of the flares to distract the T-Rex. What do you call a blind dinosaur? Do you think he saw us? The hunter about to shoot the velociraptor in the face, and then another velociraptor comes out of the bushes and he's like, "Clever girl," and then the velociraptor eats him alive. Clever girl, eat that hunter alive. This is simply one of the greatest movies of all time. Thank you so much for watching Shot for Shot. If you disagree, please let me know in the comments and let me know what franchise I should rank next. As always, be sure to like and subscribe and tune in next week for a new video. Who's the alpha? You're looking at him, kid.